Letshanaa of Malaysia versus Pusarla Sindhu of India. She is the 15th seed and a former world champion. Looking at the draw here to enter the third round, the winner of our match coming up will play either Li Xiangti or the second seed, Wang Ziyi. So Letshanaa has her work cut out today against Sindhu. We've been used to these David and Goliath clashes over the last couple of days. Keen to get the thoughts of the man next to me, Bobby Griffin. A very good afternoon to you. It's been a long day so far. A lot of matches, a lot of long matches.
Is it still daytime?
It is outside, I can confirm. Yes.
Okay, that's great. I mean, Sindhu's got a pretty good draw here. She dispatched Nalbantova yesterday, in certainly in the second, in fine fashion. I'm not sure she will necessarily be tested any more than she was yesterday here today against Letshanaa. We'll see. A lot of pressure on the Malaysian women's singles player at the moment because there aren't that many of them doing the business at the top end of the performance tree, so to speak.
That is true.
She's the highest ranked with Gojin way behind her, and yeah, I'm not sure how much of a threat to the World Championship title Letshanaa will have. I think Sindhu also is going to really have to do well this week to get to the very latter stages. And a tough draw, as you looked at a moment ago, with potentially Wang Ziyi looming in the next round.
22-year-old Letshanaa from Selangor, 166 centimeters tall, playing at her best ever ranking. She has topped the top 40. And someone who is making her debut at the World Champs. She's been a runner-up before at the Indonesia Masters. That's a Super 100. This is the big time, isn't it? She beat Saloni Samibrahimeta of Hong Kong, China very comfortably, as would be expected. But this is a whole different test when you're playing someone of PV Sindhu's caliber. A 30-year-old, very tall, 179, from the south of India, the hotbed of badminton in India, Hyderabad. 15th in the world. She has been as high as #2. That was in April of 2017. As I mentioned earlier, a former world champion in 2019 in Basel, 2 silvers in 2017 and 2018, finished 3rd in 2013 and 2014. She's also an Olympic silver medalist in 2016 and a bronze medalist in 2020. Her best performance in recent years, a quarter-final in 2021. That was after 2 years after getting the gold. Asian Games silver medalist in 2018, Asia champion, bronze medalist in 2014, and 3 years ago as well. She beat Kalyana Nalbantova easily in the second game. It was touch and go in the first. She had to save a couple of game points along the way. We were quite impressed with Nalbantova, but she didn't quite have enough in the tank in that first game. Michael Putz of Germany is our umpire. Will be supported there by Stéphane Venet of France. On the HSBC BWF World Tour, PV Sindhu has just the 5 titles for him. She somehow seems to raise her performances, Bobby, on these international, these global tournaments, rather than on the World Tour itself.
Yeah, and that man there on screen, Owen Shire, is going to be a little part of that, at least. Working with Sindhu since January, former Indonesia men's singles coach. We've famously seen him sat behind Christian Ginting over the years, so that's a big support. But also, I noticed down there, Letshanaa's got Kenneth Johansson down there today, after he's now got not a lot left to do this week because Yeong Jun Hao narrowly lost out to Nishimoto.
Heartbreak, that one.
What an epic that was on this court as well. So that, you know, that bodes well. I ran away. Shazad, what was your question?
I said she may not really be performing PV Sindhu on the World Tour necessarily.
Yes.
I mean, for someone of her caliber to only have 5 titles on the World Tour, but somehow she raises it on World Championships and Olympics.
Yeah, a lot of that might be strategic in terms of training and where these players are looking to peak for events. I mean, we've seen Carolina Marin, for example, do that very thing over the years to pick up world and Olympic medals, and not seen an awful lot of her on the World Tour. You contrast that to, we were talking earlier with Tomoka Miyazaki, who's played 20, this is her 22nd tournament in her ranking period, more than, or equal to at least, as much as anybody's played on the World Tour. So training blocks are important, peaking for tournaments are important, physicality. She's 30 now, Sindhu. She's got to look after herself. She can't be hitting this kind of level against top players week in, week out, like she perhaps used to, purely because of the physicality of the game.
Talking on level, what about that opening shot, that opening point? Look at this, Letshanaa.
Yeah, it's a lovely shot. The drop shot, particularly the cross drop, is one way to attack and beat Sindhu.
Service over.
She's going for some nice shots here. Some might pay off, some won't. I always like to put you on the spot to ask you. You've been here, what, 4 hours maybe already? Any changes to conditions we've seen in the last 2 days, or is it pretty much the same? I.e. no real conditions to be concerned about?
No, there was a little bit of sideways drift on the opening day, but it doesn't seem to be as prevalent now. And again yesterday either. It looked a bit endy in that mixed doubles we've just witnessed. It looked like Letshanaa it will be, who, if we're right, it's hard to gauge from this one main camera view and even from our elevated position up here to look at the court in real time. It's hard to gauge, but judging by the types of shots played and the number of errors at one end, it might suggest one end's faster than the other. And if there's a drift, I believe Letshanaa's playing with it. I think she's playing with the drift behind her, which normally, especially in this sort of discipline, the women's singles, will bode well for Sindhu in the opening game. But it depends how strong that drift is, if it's really that relevant. Wow, another wonderful shot. Drop shot, like I said.
Very, very nice. She's played that well.
Yeah, caught the line. Off to a good start here, the Malaysian. And Sindhu, I mean, typically she doesn't come out of the blocks firing and playing at top gear straight away.
We saw that yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, especially these days. Let's hope for her sake she'll step up into the pace of this game early.
That one's gone quite long.
Service over. 2-4.
Very, very positive start here from Letshanaa, which we saw yesterday with Nalbantova, who actually had a very nice 5-point lead, and then superb work from Sindhu. That's again wonderful shot down the line from Letshanaa,
5.
who's playing with
2.
a real confidence about her. A player who's not really had the greatest of seasons. Lets that go, and it's in.
I think it's in.
6-2.
She's playing the game of her life so far. It's very early, of course, but very aggressive. And you've got to go at Sindhu. I mean, that's I like it. I like the style.
I was going to say that's what you were advocating yesterday when we were talking about Nalbantova, and you said that would suit her anyway to go for it. But we've been saying, haven't we, when you're the lower-ranked player, you might as well give it a go.
Yeah, there's those sort of 50-50 opportunities where you could inject a bit of pace and try and create something. If you get it wrong, the shot's wrong, or perhaps your opponent picks it up, you're in a bit of trouble. But at this level, she's the underdog. Sindhu's got a big reach. She's done it all before, you know, world champion back in
2019.
Yes, 19, and has been at the top of the game. But she has been at the top of the game. Is she a has-been, or is she still capable of meddling at things like Worlds?
7-3.
It's been the tough question, and from speaking to Pusarla this year, seems like she's very much still got the fight in her. She wants this.
Yeah, she recently did an interview just a few days ago saying, I'm still hungry. I still think I've got plenty to offer. And even though she's at her lowest ranking in some time, she feels anyone in that 15 to 18 to 20 mark can still prove a challenge to the higher ranked players.
Well, it's been a long, long day here on court 2, so I'm hungry as well. Some epic matches, some brilliant badminton so far.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a feast.
Stoppages,
at least
please.
For the eyes. Listen,
I think that's gone wide. Not sure about that call from the line judge.
I would absolutely agree with you on that. But Letshanaa, Bobby, she's really going for it. There's been a number of when she's pushed. It's gone long. She's gone for her shots. And you at least have to admire the endeavour here. Sometimes you're going to lose points like that. You play the percentages a little bit. Why not?
Yeah, I think particularly game 1 is the one that Letshanaa needs to get off to a good start. I think if it goes to 3, it bodes well for Sindhu. Just with her experience, the mental ability to cope with the pressure, and the fact that she's done it before so many times. Those epic battles that Sindhu used to have with Okuhara, for example, at World Championships and big tournaments. We've all seen it before. Letshanaa's best hope is that she needs to take advantage of a slow start by Sindhu. And it's good to see that she's putting up that fight today. This is taking a while, this challenge.
Here we go. It's coming now. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's closer than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be quite clearly out, but it's a good challenge nonetheless.
Service over.
From PV Sindhu against Letshanaa, as I mentioned earlier. Not the greatest of seasons. Of course, it's tough when you're ranked around the 40 mark, but she's got to the quarterfinals of the Taipei and US Opens. Otherwise, all first and second round exits, 7 of them this year.
Service over. 9-4.
About 41% win rate this year, but it is tough.
Service over.
So that's now down to 4 points. So she'll obviously, it'd be fresh in her memory yesterday. She squandered a 13-5 lead against Meta of Hong Kong, China in the opening game. I mean, we're nowhere near that. There was an 8-point gap at that stage, but she did manage to still win 21-18. But you don't want to be letting leads go against someone like PV Sindhu, and it's now just 3 points.
Yeah, and PV Sindhu's, she's very mentally strong, focused, disciplined. If she's under the match by a good few points, you can't switch off against Sindhu. She's a resilient character. And I think she stepped up that intensity level as well, by the way. But you can't fault the attacking of Letshanaa. She's hitting these shots perfectly. Look at that. He sets up the smash, finds the line. Brilliant.
Really good to watch. It's not like PV Sindhu's had a stellar season either. Her best performance is a quarter-final in the India Open, her own tournament. Otherwise, 9. Yes, 9 early exits, first and second round. She's found it tough going.
Service over. 7.
Little wince there from Letshanaa. She doesn't want to have Sindhu on the attack. Done well there, Letshanaa.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Sindhu and an even better pickup from the floor. Wow.
Service over.
Well, she's repelled nicely, and she goes into the interval up by 4.
Yeah, that was a great rally all round, and this match really settling into an intensity level now that both players are going to have to maintain. They've set their own tone here, and it's proving a good watch.
So anything good for him, please follow up. Don't dive, okay? Possibly dia main tu game. Itu lagi semakin panjang lagi bagus dia. Dia kalang kabut.
Coach, return to your chair. Coach. Pusarla take our court. (11-7). Play.
Well, all very well having fantastic starts, Bobby. It's the sustaining factor. That's well wide. Keeping that intensity up,
Service
isn't it?
over.
That's the trick.
8-11.
Yeah, it's most certainly not the way you start, but it has to be the way you finish the game. Almost goes without saying, but it's definitely been a really good, aggressive, positive start from Letshanaa, really taking it to PV Sindhu.
And like yesterday's match against Nalbantova, she was led pretty much from the start, Letshanaa. But all that will count for very little if PV Sindhu now puts on one of those runs she did yesterday, 7 points in a row, to really tighten things up. Survived a scare, staved off 2 game points and then won. And then really took over the match.
Good defense from Sindhu. Oi, that was there for the taking.
9-12.
Yeah, she's one of those players that heavily relies on the coaching interval as well. Sindhu, things seem to change quite a lot after coming back from the breaks. We definitely saw that yesterday against Nalbantova. She really stepped it up.
Oof, look at the power.
I think we were commentating that if Nalbantova was a little older, a bit more experienced, she perhaps wouldn't make the decisions she did make yesterday. That became errors. Out of position deceptions and things like that, and might have snuck the first game, and the whole match might have had an entirely different outcome. But you can only combat what's in front of you, and this has been some good resolve from PV Sindhu.
Just wonder as well, you know, when you have quite an imposing lead against a former world champion, a player like PV Sindhu has gone well wide there. I mean, suddenly maybe the situation dawns upon you. Oh my gosh,
13,
I can win this game.
Yeah,
Might be an element of that.
Could be, can get a bit overwhelming. I think we're probably a bit early in the match for Letshanaa to have those kind of scores.
No, I was referring more to yesterday, Nalbantova.
Yeah, and I think here if Letshanaa was up 18-10 or had a chance of sneaking the second and it's close, she might have that mental wobble. I don't think Sindhu will. She's done all of this before. That's lovely. Good net battle.
What are you enjoying, apart from the fact we've talked about her taking it to Sindhu, what are you enjoying about Letshanaa at the moment? What's she doing well for you?
Technically, she looks better. I think I've only... It might have been twice before, perhaps only the once, but it was a while back. Physically, she looks more imposing. She looks stronger, faster. She's aggressive. It's almost a doubles aggression. There's a mid to rear element of doubles where you've got a partner at the front, and you know it needs to be strong. It needs to be off 2 feet. she's looking like that type of player now, and I think that physicality is going to help promote her higher and higher in the rankings. I don't necessarily think she had that about her when I last saw her play. So she's got every chance. She needs to use it, though. She needs to capitalise on that with that aggression. And we saw it earlier in the match, those winners she was hitting. I want to see that being maintained. So, yeah, I'm enjoying that. I think she's got a chance. But we said the same thing yesterday. Nalbantova was very much in the match.
Yeah.
And then Sindhu's prowess and experience almost took over completely. It might be a very different second game.
Play.
That's great work from Sindhu.
12-40.
Showing us her own aggression.
Oh, wonderfully done by Letshanaa. Fearless stuff from her.
15-12.
Yeah, it's like two boxers now, just blow for blow. This little deception. She looked like she was going to hit the shuttle across to Sindhu's right. Just turned the angle at the last second.
That's going to be wide. And just as Sindhu was creeping up on her, Letshanaa's got two priceless points here.
It's been a few mistakes from Sindhu where she looks like she's chasing the game. She's going for the lines, going for the winners a little early. There's another, exactly what I was saying. Don't need to play that close. She's just missed 3 since the break, like that, at least 3.
Under some pressure here, Sindhu. And it's Letshanaa who comes out on top again.
Just too good. Challenging in the mid-court as well. Takes the pace off when she notices Sindhu's back in court. And puts away the smash nicely.
She talked about how she feels the women's game's got a lot longer with far more rallies than it used to be, which doesn't necessarily suit her. That's in, isn't it? That's going to be challenged by Letshanaa.
Yeah, looked good.
In.
It's a big weapon of Sindhu's when she gets it right. She goes heavy cross court.
Well, if she is to stage a comeback,
1 challenge remaining.
this is really the time to do it. Now or never for PV Sindhu. This is a lot later than when she staged a comeback against Nalbantova. Take this first game, Letshanaa, she puts herself in a really good position. And she's going to have to do it the hard way. PV Sindhu after this. She said reaching the top is one thing, maintaining it is another. She wants to put in that extra little bit to keep herself there. PV Sindhu. She said she wants to take one step at a time. Still aiming for LA 2028, which should be around 33 by then. On the hunt here. It's gone wide, long, sorry.
That's a few sort of poor points for
16,
Letshanaa in a row, letting
18.
Sindhu right back into this opening game now.
You could just see the coaches there, couldn't you? Take it easy. Don't let this go. This has got shades of yesterday. In that first game against Nalbantova, can PV Sindhu do it again?
Great block.
Oh, she's on a roll here and only a point behind. 5 in a row
18.
from Sindhu. This is the closest they have been since it was 2-1 to Letshanaa. Just a point in it now. She will be feeling the pressure. That might have veered out. That certainly has. And we are all square here for the first time in the latter stages of this match. Not since the very beginning at 1-1.
I think that moment came for Letshanaa when we talked about where she suddenly becomes aware of the opportunity, about what she's about to do. She just seems to have been shaken by something, rattled.
Service over.
Well, she desperately needed that to end that 6-point run. Now remember, yesterday, Sindhu faced 2 game points. We came through it. We might have to do that again here.
Good play. Oi, that is superb.
Oh, that is wonderful. Absolutely brilliant.
She's got the bit between her teeth right now, PV Sindhu.
Yeah.
She hasn't led, has she, in this game?
No, not since the very start. Well, all of a sudden,
20.
she is in the lead.
Game points, 19.
Actually, you're right, it is the first time. It's time to take it, though, Bobby. That is heartbreak if you're Letshanaa.
Yeah, it's a carbon copy of yesterday's match for Sindhu at the moment. Rattled by a player that she hasn't played before, and I guess that's understandable. She seems to have worked out what's going on out there and how to combat this. Has gone wide.
Well, again, she has dug deep, PV Sindhu, and again, a storming comeback
By Pusarla v Sindhu, 21,
to snatch
19.
victory from the jaws of a first game loss. Not a defeat overall. And Letshanaa will be feeling that. Here, one Shah's expression says it all.
No net.
Yes, no net. And then the second one, in the back, down. Not so much do. Simple like that. And then, remember, you already right. Whenever you live here, he smash cross. So Sindhu already ready, right? Just simple like that. Also, in front, yeah.
Straight, I think, so smashes. She's good.
Yeah, just, and then also when Sindhu in the back, sometimes it's cross, sometimes just hard like that, not soft like that. Yeah, in front already good Sindhu, sometimes like that. Push in the back here is fine also, but again ready to cross in the back. Okay, yeah. But from start now, the tempo has to be fast again. Yeah, not slow. Don't follow her tempo. Okay, yeah. Come on.
Feet, fast, punch. This side for sure needs the punching down. Makes sense? Also on lapping and anything, yeah? Now you don't have to worry about the lock. If lock,
Shot 2.
20 seconds. Positive. Don't worry. It's okay. Good game. Keep it up. Just keep going. Okay. You still can go. You still can win. Come.
It's contrasting comments there in either corner, really. Bobby Letshanaa quickly there. Then what are you going to do? You know, there's a tactical there from Kenneth Johansson, and then you've got the other coach going, you can do it, you've still got it. You've shown what you can do. It's an arm around you, but the harsh reality is you were in a really good position and you couldn't get it over the line.
Yeah, Letshanaa really was in a great position. She kind of threw that away from a, what was she, 16-12 up or something, I think. Or it might have been
higher than that, 18, wasn't it?
Yeah, 18-12 up. She just mentally wobbled. She went a bit too hard at times. She made silly errors, as in easy errors. There was a lift that went out wide by about almost a meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just going on in the brain and hard to combat, and that's where an older player, an experienced player, a player like Sindhu, who's done it all before, is less likely to have those wobbles. And the start of this second game is all important because Sindhu could easily, like yesterday, run away with this.
9 of the last 10 went her way. If we're going to get into the latter stages of this tournament, Bobby, she certainly doesn't want to go about things this way. You can't afford to.
No, it's
against
risky.
the high-ranked players.
I'm not sure whether it's what it is. We see it with quite a lot of players where they just don't start the match fired up enough or at an intensity level enough. We saw it with the Koreans in the mixed doubles earlier. Soft and Malin just ran away with the first 8 points or something, and they just were in 5th gear and the Koreans were in 3rd. It was... It confuses me. It's too important at this level to not come out with... you almost want to be in the practice hall right before you come on court, playing like you're 18 all in the 3rd.
Yeah.
Sweat on, you know, hard working. Your legs are ready to move fast. If you don't come on court, how can you expect your body to get through the first few points and win when your opponent is potentially ready?
Yeah.
And Letshanaa looked really up from the beginning. She was looking fabulous.
And in stark contrast now, look, it's only human, isn't it? We are commenting, yeah, we're all commenting outside the court, off the court, but it's not easy. You know, that's our first point of the ball, but it's not easy to just draw a line. I know that's what we have to do, or what the players would be expected to do. You've been there, you've been on the court. It's not a simple case, is it? Of just
very hard to let it go and sort of take it out of your mind. Our psychologists always used to push every player just to think about the process, right? Let's say they've got the serve, they flick you. What are you going to do? And then what are you going to do after that? Well, just think about that. Don't think about the score.
Yeah.
Don't think about the occasion. Don't think about the crowd. But of course, all of that is so difficult to ignore. Yeah. Just think about that point, what you do at this point, and let the points build themselves.
This is almost a carbon copy of what we saw yesterday.
It was an interesting chat, wasn't it, with that man, Erwin Shire, during the interval. I mean, he walked over with a big smile, didn't he? Like,
he did.
You got away with that, I think, a little bit.
He did exactly what it looked like. Yes.
And that's great news for Sindhu. He seemed pretty happy. Just a few sort of minor adjustments to change strategy and talked about tempo. Dictate the game yourself. I think Sindhu was under pressure from Letshanaa, who was dictating the tempo of the match, and yeah, he didn't want to see that happen again.
It's really interesting that there's been some analysis done and why Erwan Shah is a great coach for her to help her develop a plan B and a plan C, and maybe the feeling is that players have gotten used or figured out how to deal with the power game of a Sindhu, and he's looking to add layers of deception and variation in pace, more nuanced net play to make it a little bit less predictable. I mean, we say predictable, she's still achieved what she's achieved, but maybe in these latter years, Bobby, that has been a bit easier to read from opponents.
Yeah, she's not known for being a player with terrific racket skills necessarily. She's not known for being a player with incredible footwork.
7.
You know, there are players like Intanon or Chen Yufei and So Young that just glide around the court. You know, they're always leaving the floor off 2 feet, and she's a little bit more sort of
Service over.
less fluid, I
8,
suppose. But she's got that power game. She's got the height. She uses it well. She's got good reach in defence, and of course, she covers the court well. She goes cross a lot and can get to the straight sort of net return, you know, because she's so tall and athletic. You know, we can only use what attributes, I suppose, we
Service over.
are blessed with.
Yeah, to some extent. I mean, Yamaguchi's never going to hit incredible, powerful winners from the back court, from the back tram lines. She's 5 foot tall, you know. You can't get up high enough to do that, but she's got terrific attributes elsewhere.
The other thing that
Service over.
is tasked to do is to improve her attack to defense transition. You've made some mention of that as well. Put opponents under pressure after retrieving a smash.
Yeah,
she's defensive to attack.
We've seen that a bit yesterday and today. Usually when she's sort of in the second and fired up and playing at that intensity level, you know, somebody will clip it down or smash, fast drop, and she'll whip it back over their heads and try and get on the attack that way. And yeah, perhaps that wasn't something that she used to do as much. So I think that's a big improvement being employed by
6, 9.
Owen Shah. Great coach. He's not great at cutting mangoes, by the way, this man. You can see the plaster on the finger there.
I knew there was a weakness about him.
Yeah. We're friendly, Owen Shah and I. He was telling me the story. He, just before the weekend, he was with his son, teaching his son how to cut mangoes. And,
oh, dear. So it was during a lesson as well.
Sliced through his finger and ended up in hospital with 3 stitches. Yeah.
Oh, lovely, lovely guy. The other part I thought was interesting, Bobby, in this analysis of Irwan Shah is that he's also been tasked to be sort of not working just on the technical side of it, but the psychological side of things, and looking to rebuild a bit of self-belief and trusting her body and her game after the injuries that she suffered. And I mean, he's a very, I don't know him as well as you do. I chatted to him a little bit here and there, and just seems like he's a very warm figure, isn't he? Very friendly, very approachable guy.
Yeah,
so you can imagine what kind of a coach he'd be as well.
He's, I love that about him. He's very much the sort of arm around the shoulder coach, but at the same time, he delivers that sort of, not fear factor. He's shown me videos in the past, the intensity level that his players, as we're in the interval now in the second,
we'll come back to that, see what they have to say.
If it's going there, more faster, any side, yeah. If can also variation is side, this side, yeah. After that, just directly to forward, okay. Important is also if you take here, sometimes not just push, just mix that little bit. Okay, Sindhu, yeah, focus, yeah, 1 point, yeah, come on.
Shot 2, 20 seconds.
Variety is the spice of life, Bobby.
Yeah, that variation around the net was certainly something towards the end of that conversation. He would absolutely drill his players physically.
Oh, so he's shown you this, has he?
I've seen pictures and videos of Ginting needing, you know, medic oxygen laying on the floor beside the training court type stuff. You know, these guys work hard, don't get me wrong. So whilst he does have that sort of big brotherly kind of like, you know, don't worry, I'm there with you. I'm you know, everything I can do to help, you know, sort of thing. He's got that about him. He's also
he can press the buttons.
Yeah, he expects hard work. Chatting with him at the China Open a few months ago, he's got no doubts about that with Sindhu. She does work very hard on court, which it doesn't surprise me about Sindhu. It surprises me about anybody who has been there and done it, now in their 30s, is one of the richest sportswomen in the world, not just badminton, is recently married. There's a lot more going on outside. And she doesn't need to be here doing this. She's made her millions, literally, and she can just sail off into the sunset. So So having the motivation to keep going would surprise me about anybody in that situation. She's done that. She works hard. You know, Owen Shire is happy with that physicality. He actually mentioned that some of the developments they were working on were more about the mental game. I mentioned at the very beginning, for example, how she almost needs that coaching interval. It seems to make big changes, which means she's a very good student. So whatever he says, she's like, okay, I'm going to do that, and she does it straight away, and it makes the impact, because we saw it yesterday. She didn't know how to handle Nalbantova. And in the mid-game interval, she suddenly pushed back and won the second half of that game. She's done it again here today. And
she's just
flying
seemingly
in the
responding
second.
now, Bobby, after that last interval as well.
Yeah.
8 points up now.
And perhaps that is, you know, not everybody's got that sort of brick wall mentality where you can do it all yourself. Somebody like Lanier has. Lanier, no disrespect to Kęstutis Navickas in the slightest. He's done wonders with Lanier. But Lanier looks like the sort of player that could go out there without a coach. Xiao Chen doesn't have a coach.
Yeah.
You know, there are players that are very mentally strong. I'm not sure Sindhu's one of them.
14. Unsighted. Out. Service over. 15-7. Service over. 8-15.
Points now to the good PV Sindhu.
See there some of the footsteps Sindhu takes, in particularly like she plays net and her opponent lifts. She's got to move back to the rear court. It's just not as patterned and smooth, and almost takes more steps than players like Chen Yufei or Wang Zhiyi, An Se-young. Great attack from Letshanaa.
Service over. 9-16.
Snapping that down early. A good follow up. Save. Oh.
Service over.
Outrageous cross slice from Sindhu.
17-9.
And
Playing real confidence.
yeah, Letshanaa did well just to get to it. But it's strange how this has turned out to be very similar to yesterday's performance.
Service over. 10-17.
Good shot, going cross deep. a weapon of Sindhu's. Doesn't come off this time, but credit to Letshanaa for recovering there.
A little bit of a fight back here from Letshanaa, but it all might be coming a little too late. Five points now, the lead.
12-17.
Yeah, Sindhu's got to be careful not to be too complacent. The match isn't over yet. We've seen some big comebacks, runs of points today in other matches.
Service over. 18-12.
Slumped away there, Letshanaa.
12.
And it would appear the recovery from the disappointment of that first game hasn't quite gone away as we come to the dying embers of this game.
Service over.
It would appear to be only a matter of time. 2 points
13,
required from PV Sindhu
19.
as she leaves up this one alone.
Brilliant quality given the circumstances. That was a really difficult net shot to find a lift from.
Service over.
And here we go, 7 match
20,
points for PV Sindhu.
Match point. 13.
It's a lovely little shot there from
Service
Letshanaa,
over.
who's been few and far between in the second game. We saw a lot of it in the
14,
first.
20.
Yeah, I think second half of game one and the first half of this game for Sindhu was really as good as we can expect from her, and she did all the damage, if you like, to the scoreboard in those periods. It's a bit of an edgy finish. I think some brilliance from Letshanaa at times. It's just delaying this likely outcome. Good recovery from Letshanaa. Sindhu staying patient though, which is nice to see.
Game.
So, history more or less repeats itself 2 days in a row. PV Sindhu has had to stage a bit of a comeback to win a tricky first game, and in a fairly comfortable second. She's going about it in a bit of a difficult way, but she is advancing here at the World Championships. It's only going to get harder from here.
Match won by
But the 2019 champion is through.
19, 21,
Letshanaa
15.
will look back, Bobby, at what might have been.
Yeah, I think she'll be relatively pleased with her performance. I think mentally she struggled in parts, particularly the way she sort of threw away the middle part of that opening game. But Sindhu, credit to her, her experience shone through, and she's definitely still in with a fighting spirit here.
PV Sindhu then beats Karupathevan Letshanaa 21-19, 21-15, and the 15th seed wins in 42 minutes. Men's doubles is up next. Liu Kwang-heng and Yang Po-han of Chinese Taipei versus Satvik Saraj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty of India.